Hey guys, back with another episode of Best Wines Under $20 because we all love an affordable, delicious wine. And today I am talking all things Italy. If you are anything like us, we are seriously obsessed with pasta. It is an easy, quick meal that we do at least once a week. So we bust out the noodles, the sauce, and the meat once a week, if not more. So I wanted to share some of my favorite affordable Italian reds that are delicious and pretty widely accessible. If this is your first time watching, we're gonna go through 4 really great wines today that totally over deliver. We're also gonna talk about what makes these wines so good so that when you have your next wine night, you've got something cool to talk about. Also, if you find this video helpful, please take a second to click on that like button and subscribe for more bottle recommendations and wine chat right here on my channel. All right, so for today's wines, I wanted to showcase 4 notable Italian producers of really high quality wine who also make solid, affordable offerings. Kicking it off with one of my favorite bottles under $20. This is Villa Antinori Toscanarosso, and it's about $16, and I usually find it at Whole Foods. Okay, so a Super Tuscan is a wine from Tuscany that uses non-indigenous grapes, so grapes that don't just naturally grow in Italy, so Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and this bottle is a blend of Cab Sauv, Sangiovese, Syrah, Petit Verdot, and Merlot. If you've been around here for a while, you notice that I usually Corbin bottles, but I just went ahead and opened this one because we're having pasta tonight. Okay, so this producer, Antonori, is one of the biggest names in Italian wine and is most well known for their wine Tignanello, which was actually the original Super Tuscan. This one is pretty easy to find and it's seriously bomb for the price. All right, so let's give it a try live on camera. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so there's like sour fruit, cherry, raspberry, vanilla, baking spices. There's like leather going on. For $16, this is a pretty awesome wine. It's really pretty on the nose. All right, so let's taste. Oh yeah, totally. This has got that linear acid. It's super sharp, rounded out by like all those cherry, raspberry, vanilla baking spices. Like most Italian wines, the acid on this is pretty high, so the bottle goes down way too easy, and it's also got some really nice grip to it. Because the acid is so high, you can pair it with a lot of things. I always like to bring it out on pasta night and have it with some bolognese, but seriously, you could have it with red meat, charcuterie, cheeses, hard cheeses, red meats, just seriously, it's bomb. Or you could have it by itself. Seriously, so solid for $16. All right, moving on to wine number 2. This is 2018 Donnafugata Sedara for about $15. Okay, so I did a video for my IGTV on Sicilian wine a while back, and I talked about why Sicily is pretty much heaven for wine grapes. I will link that below, but if you haven't tried a wine from Sicily yet, you gotta check them out because the values are just crazy. So Donnafugata is another really well-known name in Italian wine. This is the hardest twist up ever. Anyways, really well-known name in Italian wine. Their family has been making wine for over 100 years. This bottle is mostly a grape called Nero d'Avola, which is native to Sicily, and it's blended with Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Syrah. Also, screw caps totally don't mean lower quality. So good. Okay, sour cherries, red berries. There's like Italian spices. What is that? This one smells a little bit more berry compared to the other one. Like, you know when you get a pack of berries at the supermarket, it's like literally all the berries. Earthy, like mushroom or, all right, in the summer, steaming hot, like paved road, when it rains, that smell that comes off of it, I'm getting that. It smells like a fresh rainfall. Also, if you guys want help trying to figure out what the heck to identify in your wine when you're talking about it, I did a video on that I'll link below too. Okay, let's taste. Wow, this is bomb. I honestly kind of like this better than the first one. And it's a screw cap, and it's less money. And it's a screw cap, and it's less money. And I honestly think I like it more. It's really soft tannins. It's not as grippy as the Villa Antinori. The acid is high, it's dry, it's so freaking good for the amount of money that you're paying. This is also such an awesome old world but still up and coming wine region. I mean, we are talking Mount Etna, volcanic soils that lends itself to some really amazing wines. So seriously, I'm in love with Sicily. Check them out. All right, third wine. We've got this 2017 Luigi Regetti Campolieti Valpolicella Ripasso. That is a mouthful, but it is only about $15. This is a wine that proves that you don't have to pay a lot of money for a wine with complexity and that can age. Luigi Regetti is a small family-run winery that's been making wine since 1909. They currently are in their 5th generation of family winemakers, and the wines are seriously so good. Also, if you know anything about Amarone, theirs is awesome and it's like $30. Ripasso is kind of known as the baby Amarone. So an Amarone style wine is made with 3 grapes, so Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara. They pick those grapes, they lay them out on mats, the sugars in the grapes concentrate, which leaves you with a finished wine that's full of flavor. Once those grapes have been used to make the Amarone wine, that's when they put the Ripasso wine through the Amarone grapes and they create a Ripasso. All right, we're moving on to the core oven for this one. So this is the wine you bust out for hearty meals like chuck roast, barbecued red meats, gamey dishes. So let's give it a try. Oh baby, licorice, dark fruits, baking spices, raisin and prune for sure, vanilla. Oh, this wine is seriously so luscious. Super concentrated. I totally feel like that raisin plum on the palate. This is kind of also my Netflix and chill wine. Like I could just drink this as a meal on its own. I would say this is like medium plus tannins, medium plus acid. The alcohol is only 13.5, so medium body. This would also be really good with like a Gouda or a Havarti cheese. Now I think I like this one the best. Fourth and final wine. This is a Michele Chiarlo Barbera d'Asti and it's only about $13. All right, y'all, we got another screw cap. So was anybody coming over to help me finish these? Because to be honest, it's a Monday. All right, so I really got a thing for Michele Chiarlo wines. I have yet to have one that I haven't enjoyed, so keep a lookout for this producer. Barbera is probably one of the best valued red wines you can find in Italy, but let me give you a tip on how to make sure you're buying a good one. If you look at the label on the neck of this bottle, you'll see the letters DOCG. What the heck does that mean? Basically, in order to get a DOCG label on your bottle, you have to follow the strict quality control requirements, and all the grapes have to come from a specific region, like Asti for Barbera. So this is basically saying that this is the Barbera grape from the region of Asti. We are in Northwest Italy in the region of Piedmont, where Barolo, Barbaresco, all those king and queen wines come from. So this is Barbera d'Asti, just a different grape from a different region. These wines are usually pretty deep in color with lighter tannins, higher acid, and juicy fruit flavors. So once again, very food friendly. But my favorite pairings would probably be dark meats with mushrooms, blue cheese, or like pork chops with a tart cherry sauce. Whoa, this is like the tartest cherry. Stop it. This is tart baked cherry pie in a glass. I'm talking the crust and all. Okay, I think this one's my favorite now. Literally, all four of these wines have gotten better, I swear. And I didn't even plan it to be like that, but I'm like, oh, dang. Red fruit, black fruit, cherry, raspberry, plum, blackberry. There's also some pepper and dried herbs. This is seriously such a pretty wine. Wow, that is so good. It's got this savory finish too, so soy sauce. This would be so good with a mushroom risotto or a truffle brie. Dead. So good. So comparing all of these together, if you like that dried leaf character, tart cherry, leather, seriously fall in a glass, Bill Antinori is for you. And then each one kind of went up in lusciousness, richness, complexity, fruit, just kind of went up from there. So the next one that we had, Donnafugata, and then we had the Valpolicella Ripasso, and then we had the Barbera d'Asti. All of them are so freaking good and under $20. If you made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you try any of these wines, let me know what you think about them. I love to hear other perspectives on the wine. So tag me, let me know, and cheers. Thanks for tasting literal fermented grapes with me.